So, have you ever been to a restaurant and you've looked next to you and there's I don't know, like a 5-year-old kid ordering a meal and you get really jealous because they have crayons, paper, a weird maze for some reason, and you don't get any of that because you're over like 5 or 6. I don't know what the age limit is on these kids menus. But they have two separate things. They've got the menu and the paper. On the menu, that's like a completely different age range. You're allowed to get it from I don't know, until you're 13. At least, I think that's what I've seen before. But the papers that kids get, it's completely about, I'm not sure. I don't know how they do that. But they give, littler kids, 5 and under normally, a piece of paper with crayons wrapped in a rubber band. And the piece of paper always has, connect the dots, a maze, or something like that. And the thing is, with the crayons, they'll have, the primary colors in some restaurants, but in most restaurants, it's red, yellow, and green. For some reason. They like to replace blue with green, and when I was, really little, I would always get mad. Not at the workers, but I would get mad. Why would they replace blue? Because blue was my favorite primary color. Pink was my favorite color, but not blue. Blue was my favorite primary color. And why did they have to replace it with something like green? That's not even a primary color. You do not learn in art school. Red, yellow, green. Yeah, they still did this every single time. And the reason they had these crayons was so kids could use their creativity to color in a picture of very detailed dinosaurs, coloring exactly in the lines, not really. And it would be so detailed. With 3 colors. And then there would always be dinosaurs or something. And then there would be a pond next to it. And you can't color it in with blue because they don't have that. So you have to use the green. And it never really looked good. So sometimes you would just ignore the pond. So you'd get kind of like a scribbled out dinosaur. And maybe you would have enough patience to do the sky, but you would often leave that for your parents to do. And they wouldn't have just a color in thing. They would have instructions. There would be a connect the dots, where you had to connect the dots, and then it would say, you can color this. So now you'd end up with the very bad looking dinosaur colored in red. And then it'd be like a T-Rex. And I don't think I've seen a red T-Rex before, even though, never mind, maybe it would be a yellow T-Rex. I don't know. But they would have maze, a maze too. And I feel like they'd always incorporate some sort of pun. They would have you'd go to a place called the Amazing Shop, or the Amazing Restaurant. And the maze would be are you amazed by this? And it would never be really tricky. Because, I don't know, maybe some people, I don't know what other people's opinions are on mazes, but unless it's like a corn maze and you can't see above, they're often really easy because you can just look with your eyes and then color it in that way. You don't have to guess or anything. But I don't know, that might just be me. Now, for the kids' menus, they would always have the best stuff on kids' menus. They'll be like 5-star stuff, and then the rest of the menu, it was still good, but it just wasn't as good. Because I feel like everybody misses the days where they could get like a grilled cheese with a burger and like 50 fries for like $5. And now that's not the case. You're getting a salad. Children didn't like salad, so that was never on the that sometimes was a side option, but it was normally fries, onion rings, something good. I do like salads though, so. But there would be like salads for the rest of the menu, and then there would also be like chicken. Here's some chicken and salad for you. And they would cost it costs so much more. And sometimes it would be like children under this age eat for free, but I don't think I ever got that pleasant experience, or I probably don't remember it if I did get it. I know a lot of places do that, so good for the 3-year-olds who don't have any money in their pockets just yet, except for maybe a penny, and maybe $1 they got from mom, so they could use those claw machines, and then they would cry because they didn't get so they could pay for it. So yeah, good deal, because the parents didn't have to pay for their children's meal, so that's good. But the kids would always get the better meal. It's like often it's like grilled cheese, hamburger, side of fries, but then there wouldn't be really any menu for the desserts. It'd just be like ice cream, cake, milkshake. I feel like it would always be ice cream and milkshake, but I don't know if we have desserts, so I don't really remember what it was. But the kids would get their grilled cheese, and it might be a tiny bit smaller than the adult ones, but it was always like so much better. And like, I mean, I guess the adult meals are still really good. No offense to any restaurants, because they are still really good. Just like the kids, they got $5 for like best high quality stuff. It's like $1,000. Um, I guess that's it for this. This was probably the worst. Bye guys.